My name is Jared Blum, and I'm here to talk to you about Mr. Durant's Honors Pre-Calc class. First thing, you probably took this class just because you've taken advanced math the past few years, and you thought, hey, those are easy, I can do this. Well, this class is not going to be a walk in the park like all your other classes. It's going to be a lot tougher, and I realized that about the third week into September that this was not going to be an easy peasy lemon squeezy class. You're going to be spending a lot of hours throughout the entire year working and getting to know your math for all of the tests and the finals in January and June. Now, in general, this class is a very good class to take. Mr. Durant is a great teacher. You're gonna say sometime in the point of the year, you're going to say Mr. Durant's a terrible teacher. You don't like him. He's the worst teacher ever. I believe me, I said those same words myself. But now that I'm sitting here after 40 weeks of Mr. Durant, I realize that he is a very good teacher. He knows what he's doing. He's just trying to push us, get us out of our comfort zone, and get us to know this math like the back of our hand. He really wants us to succeed in life and be the best student and person that we can be. And if it wasn't Mr. Durant helping me along these 40 weeks, I would not be sitting where I am today. Now, my favorite memory sitting in pre-calc class for 40 weeks was two things probably. The one was the talks Mr. Durant has about his mom. Don't get Mr. Durant mad or riled up, or he'll bring up his mom, and his mom will fight your mom. And you don't want that happening based on what I've heard. You're going to have to ask him about his mom. And just Mr. Durant's life advice. These get brought up in class at some points like SAT, ACT, college, etc. And he'll be able to give you and your entire class some really good life advice. And whenever he started talking about SAT, ACT, college, life after college, or his past life, I always put my pencil down and really listened in, because the stuff he talked about could really impact you and impacted me, and how I wanted to change things up in my life in the future. Now, things to definitely don't do in front of Mr. Durant. Do not do other teachers' work in his class. He probably won't say anything, but he is getting mad on the inside when he's sitting up there teaching you some trig or whatever, and you're writing an essay for Mr. Souls, doing some AP Gov vocab, doing some worksheet for Mr. Weller for Advanced Chem, or any other class. Just don't do your work, because I did that a few times, and then I would come to class the next day, have no idea what's going on. You need to sit there, pay attention, and really focus in on what Mr. Durant's talking about. Another thing is not doing your notes, not taking sketch notes. When he's doing notes, going over problems, sketch note. You want to probably 2 notebooks, maybe even 3 notebooks for the entire year. Get markers, pens, Sharpies, pencils. You want to take the best notes you can, because you can use those on tests. You can use those on final exams. You really want the best notes. So when you're trying to look through those the night before or a few nights before and you're studying, you want to have the best notes so you can get the problems done correctly, and you can get an A in his class. And just try. If you go up to ask him for work but don't have anything on the page, he's not going to help you. He's just going to walk around the subject, not give you a direct answer or anything like that. But if you have work on the paper, you're explaining what you did and what you don't understand, he'll help you. He'll give you one-on-one time and really help you with whatever you need. If you still need help after that, come in during lunch, come in before school, come in after school. He's willing to dedicate his time to help you succeed in his class. That's his one goal as a teacher, to help his kids succeed throughout the year. And some advice for his class: pay attention. Don't go on your phones. Don't do other people's work, like I said earlier. Really focus in on what Mr. Durant's teaching, whatever the subject is, even if it is tough and you don't know what's happening or it's difficult for you. If you focus in more, Do the best sketch notes you can, because sketch notes are really important for the future. It will be easier to understand than not doing the work. And just ask for help, try the problems, sketch note. If you can do all of that, you'll be able to succeed in Mr. Durant's class. And that's about all the advice I can give you. Just really, if you do what I listed in this video, you should have a pretty easy time in the class.